शुरू कीजिए.
चलिए. I fight with Papa all the time about everything. Over here, I agree with.
Okay, fine, all right.
I don't think I've seen somebody play drunk so well at all. And you don't drink.
Okay, so this was news to me because the first time we read the script and all of that, Sunil was also there, Aamir sir was there, and they kept saying, you speak Hindi the way you do. And I said, no, I would like to dub. They said, dub? We're doing live sound. And that's when it just shook my world. I thought, are you kidding me?
We've had to dub one of your lines because your Hindi was too good in the line.
I remember.
I remember when we were scripting, this was 2023 January.
Yeah.
And we just finished scripting and Sunil and I were going to go to Japan for a 10-day.
Yeah, I think I remember.
First recce. We had hired nobody. There was just Mansoor, Papa, Sneha Spandan, Sunil and me. There was nobody else on the project.
Aamir told me that you were there. Correct.
And we were going, and then just before Sunil and I were supposed to go for 2 weeks. We were discussing casting and he was like, Sai Pallavi. Sai Pallavi this is her film. She's not going to do this. She's doing she's in talks with so many big films in Tamil, Telugu, Hindi.
See, it's not about small or, the scale of a film that drives me. I think at that point of time in life, I'd done a lot of I can't call it dark films which were quite heavy. And I wanted to do something that was light. And didn't have me carry a lot of trauma through the making and even after. So when the script came along, so I thought this is going to be in the zone of Before Sunrise. Because I like Before Sunrise, so I thought this is going to be the thing. And I love Aamir sir. And sometimes you think that you'd want to be associated or see how because he didn't just become an actor, he diversified his whole creative sector into a lot of things, from doing Satyameva Jayate to thinking about producing to acting, co-directing and many more things. So I thought, okay, this is going to be a different experience. I was very scared because I think I'm a little extra serious when it comes to a few scenes which should have been done a little more easy. And I thought I was a miscast.
You are absolutely wrong.
I kill you.
You are absolutely wrong.
When I watched the movie, remember the first show? I watched with Aamir sir.
Yeah.
I was just quiet for a while. He kept looking at me, said, say something. And I said, I don't think I was meant to do this. I think I'm a miscast. And he's like, what are you saying?
You are so
wrong.
What
are you saying? I don't know. I feel so. I think that it should have been a new person who had a little bit of a flamboyance. I don't know what it is. I think someone else was meant to do this.
Not a chance. I fight with Papa all the time about everything. Over here, I agree with.
Okay, fine. All right. I'm glad you feel that way.
I saw the film for checking subtitles without background music and sound.
Yeah.
Only dialogue track. And you were just spectacular. And you can properly see a performance there because there's no help from the BGM or the sound design. It's just dialogue and silence otherwise. And you were so good.
Thank you, Junaid. Oh my God, thank you.
I don't think I've seen somebody play drunk so well at all. And you don't drink.
So that's a huge compliment because he knows I was drunk. You remember when we had the rehearsals?
Yeah.
I was dreading, I don't know how to play drunk. Sometimes you either overdo it or you try to pretend to be drunk and you just don't hit the right mark.
Oh, how was first time sing sound, no?
Okay, so this was news to me because the first time we read the script and all of that, Sunil was also there, Aamir sir was there, and they kept saying, you speak Hindi the way you do. And I said, no, I would like to dub. They said, dub? We're doing live sound. And that's when it just shook my world. I thought, are you kidding me? The first time I speak Hindi in a movie and you're going to do live sound, it's just going to be expressions, shabd and the way it's supposed to be pronounced. It's a lot of pressure, man. They said it sounded adorable. I went with it. But I love sing sound. I don't think that dubbing sometimes captures the real sounds and the real way how a voice sounds when you do certain moves.
We've had to dub one of your lines because your Hindi was too good in the line.
I remember. In Japan, people were too punctual and they were spending a lot for every minute. So he was more about wanting to be there on time, wanting to finish on time, to an extent where he was too anal. The shot, I don't, you remember the bar sequence? Nahi, usko abhi shoot karte hain. I was like, for me to act, that guy needs to give me the cues, no. I was actually going to ask you, you would, put you in which box, actor or producer?
No, I've just spent a lot of time on film sets. Like my first job on a film set was an AD for Raju Hirani. And he's a very prep-heavy director. The first AD on that set was LP Lakshmi Priya Devi, who's now just made a BAFTA-winning film, incidentally.
So when was that? How old were you?
I was 19.
19.
Yeah, but very prep-heavy director. It was one of the last films shot on 35mm film. So a lot of discipline on set. So I learned a lot about like the brick and mortar process of filmmaking there.
Production or an actor?
An actor. I really enjoy stage.
I know, I've seen one of your plays.
I know, you've come and seen one of my plays. You saw Shikhandi, na?
Yeah, I did.
I think it's probably the best play, but...
You liked another one too,
Yeah,
which I didn't watch.
but I'm not I don't necessarily come off well in that show, in the sense that it was a play that I joined later on. And it's a very movement-heavy, very choreographed.
Yeah.
And as you well know, I suck at those things. So I'm...
No, but that's quite fascinating, sometime in between when we were shooting, you mentioned that you had to go for rehearsals in between when we had a little break, when we came to watch the
show, yeah.
The show once.
Yeah.
And then I remember even Aamir sir, when he was in Chennai, he was talking about a time when he took time off to come to I think it was Adi Shakti. He took a break and he wanted to see how it's all done, and he was there for a while.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you take time off your, say, commercial cinema, and then you
So he's
want to do
always,
theatre.
so for the past 20 years, he's been like, I will do a play, because he used to in the 80s.
What do you like more?
Oh, stage, any day. There you go. So how was your first experience skiing?
This boy can ski like some, I think, pro level. Come on, you know what? So I've skied before, back in my college days, and I thought that my knees were most important because I'm a dancer and I can't risk it on some, skiing trip and then break my knees. But this time, because it was for the movie and we had a lot of protection, and you were right there saying that, you know what, if you're uncomfortable, we stopped right there, I think I was good. But it was a nice experience. I really like the snow, the powdery snow that we had. What's the name of the place?
Kirora Mountain.
Okay,
The hotel was you. Because I was really irritated. We had like some 20 people on skis, none of them knew how to ski. The only person who really loved skiing was me, and I was not on skis only.
Correct. He was just staring at
I was
Meera.
just like, I took skis, I took a lift pass from the mountain people, and I would take the lift up and then ski down instead of like trek up with those boots, because it's really difficult walking with those boots.
Yeah, it was.
One day I went also, one of our off days.
After we were done shooting, right?
No, like the last day at Yukiroro, when we were shooting the night that day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that night. So
that night, we were shooting night, so I went in the day.
Went. How did you stay up at night? Come on. After skiing. I slept like a baby. Every time I exert myself in that little area, I'm like, oh, I'm going to sleep
Pallavi,
now.
you always sleep like a baby, yeah. It was a terrible shift, that Otaru Music Box Museum.
God.
Terrible shift. It was like 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And looking for Pallavi, you've taken a blanket, you've gone in a corner near a heater, and you've fallen asleep on the floor. You're like out.
Between takes, it'll be like, yeah, okay, shot ready, and then I'll come, just wake up, go do the shot, and then go back to sleep.
Out.
Oh, God.
I remember that day you were shooting the hotel room where you're sleeping on my lap.
So gay, na?
Have you seen that shot where you've fallen asleep? It's such a good shot. I was so upset we couldn't use it.
Okay.
But it's such a good shot because you actually fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I've realized you've actually fallen asleep. So I'm like, okay, let's not ruin this take. So I'm even more careful. So it's very natural where I'm trying to not wake you up. And just as I put your head down, you wake up, you blink, and you go back to sleep.
I did that?
Yeah. And it was so cute, and it was so natural, it was so lovely. And then Sunil was like, no, but we can't use it because it looks like a mistake.
Yeah.
Even though it's fully natural, on screen it looks like a mistake.
Yeah.
And no, but I think it's a great quality, yeah.
To sleep anywhere?
Yeah, to be able to. It tells me you're healthy of body, mind and conscience. I barely slept in Japan.
Yeah. And you remember how much we used to travel?
Yeah, I barely slept.
He's so punctual. You tried to tell yourself that you need to look good for the shot, so you should have had a good amount of sleep. The guy would not sleep, he'd be a zombie, but still he'll show up. I don't even get that little time to get that extra few minutes of sleep because he stands right there at 5.
Pallavi, next time we'll do a film now where I'm not also producer. Then I have your back.
I think our sensibilities were almost the
Yeah.
same. There was a point where it was more like us against Aamir sir when it came to that the scene where
Dude, the song, Ek Din song.
Mere Raho. So there I think sir wanted a different version, but
You know now what he saw the rushes and he was like, shoot it again.
yeah, he said shoot it again, take the
He
plates.
saw the rushes
let's
and he
shoot
said
that
shoot it again. So then we are having these meetings between Raju Khan and Mansoor and Papa sitting in Bombay and me over there after set. So I called him up that day without them and I was like, listen, as a producer, you want us to shoot it again? We'll go and shoot it again. Let us shoot this song. If you don't like it, we'll shoot the whole song again.
Yeah, so I remember this.
We'll come to Japan next year. We'll go to Kashmir and shoot the song again. But let us do it. If you don't like it on the edit, we'll shoot it again. And when he saw the edit for the first time, he saw the
liked
edit
it?
himself. He loved it. He had loved it. And he was like, you guys were right.
Have you ever had an identity crisis at any point of time in life? Because you are Aamir sir's son. So after you started doing movies or say after you turned 18, 19, once you were in a set and in different places, have you ever felt some sort of, those lines getting blurry where you were not very sure about where I am, what I am doing and what I'm up to?
Look, the shadow of being Aamir Khan's son, you're never going to outgrow.
You accepted it or you think that it is a positive thing or how is it?
It's neither positive nor negative. He's been a movie star for 35 years. I'm not competing with that anytime soon. It will take me a lifetime to get there. So, for the foreseeable future, no matter how well I do, I will be Aamir Khan's son only.
I've never seen you be egoistic or sometimes the opinion you have is quite different from a very public perspective. But when I see you, I think you're the exact opposite. Like, just because I'm a son, I'm not going to take a cab, I'm going to go in auto.
Pallavi, we have some 12 cars downstairs.
But you don't take any of those 12 cars.
Yeah, because have you seen the streets of Bombay?
ठीक है.
I'd much rather hail a rickshaw, and it's the easiest city in the world to take rickshaws.
Okay.
I have to stand out and wave a hand and I will stop.
Okay. So
Now
see,
they don't even say no to me
see,
because some of them recognize me. Otherwise, rickshaws are like, no, we don't want to go here, we don't want to go there.
So what do you think your future looks like? What are you excited about or what are you looking forward to? All of us do, right? Like, let's hope that, we do more work that we like and all that. So in that way, what do you
I hope I do more work that I like, man. No, and I hope I get to do work that I enjoy doing. Like, I want to be on sets that are fun places to be. Because sets can be really awful places also. Some sets are great and some sets are just...
few sets, correct. When you, I think
when
it starts to feel a little different when everybody is in a different tune or a range where I have a different vision in mind. So it's a different culture down south. Just let you know. We don't have the first AD thing. I told you the first day I was a little surprised. So in that way, it's just a one-on-one thing where you go to the director, you say this is what you feel like doing in that scene, and then he agrees or he disagrees, and then we move past it. So here the culture is quite different. So I feel that sometimes when you have that kind of maybe you have more minds working on the scene or the script, that's when you feel a little lost or you don't have the same sort of creative energy. So in that way, I think that those sets are where you feel a little off.
Actually, I've had great experiences so far. There are only 3, but great experiences.
No, I really liked Maharaj. The way you acted, I was really happy. That's why I thought.
And it was a lovely set, actually.
How did you feel about Mehfil night the other day?
It was great fun. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Everyone was so talented that evening.
Yeah. Even those spoken word poets,
the
singers, it was beautiful.
So tell me, how do you feel?
I had a lot of fun making this film.
So I think I was meant to do this film and it just so happened. I think I'm exactly where I should be.